Popeye from Inglewood families. Popeye from Inglewood families have been trying to paint Black Sam in the light of being a Rolling 60 Crit member.
And that's how Black Sam got at me. And so I'm just saying, like, things can be talked out, but he got at me. He banged on me and put 6-0 on everything I love.
Months ago, Popeye took that stance and he publicly put that out there in the internet. Now we hear, fast forward, Popeye is doing it again. And that raises me to some curiosity. And I have some questions. Like, why is this so important, Popeye, for the world, law enforcement included, to know that Black Sam is actually from a gang? Is many people that have said that Black Sam is a non-affiliate, or he's not from 60s, or he's a respected black businessman or business owner, however you prefer, why you want to be the one individual to paint him in the light of a gang member? We all saw that when Nipsey Hussle passed away, that law enforcement was launching investigations.
Nipsey Hussle, who the LAPD praised as almost a hero.
Not almost. They did say the things that he was doing in his community, they said were extremely heroic. The day after his murder, they held a news conference. They spoke glowingly about him.
They did indeed. Well,
and as they were doing that,
they were in the middle of a criminal investigation involving Nipsey Hussle, and it all centers around his Marathon clothing store and what appears to be what the police believed was a hotbed of gang activity.
Right.
Now, this is really interesting, and I'm just going to say this. I mean, look, the LAPD is very conscious of the community, all communities in LA, but especially in South LA, because there's been a history there of tension. And, you know, I think what they're trying to do now is, you know, they didn't want this out, for sure. And the New York Times first found out about this, but we've confirmed that there was this investigation going on, not just with Nipsey, but his business associates as well. Now, I can't get a complete answer about what it was that they felt he was doing that was criminal. But
what specific activity was happening there? They allegedly happening there. Why they were investigating him and his business associates, and
due to Nipsey Hussle's affiliation with gangs. That's how they wanted to paint him. See, being from a gang, it actually can be nothing, but it also can be very much something. It's to the discretion of law enforcement. So this is why you have gang members who catch cases, and for the most part, they kind of get treated fairly and treated just like anybody else. But then you have other situations to where when law enforcement is trying to accomplish something, they are using being a part of a gang, associated with a gang, affiliated with a gang, or whatever the case may be, totally against somebody or multiple people to fulfill their agenda, right? Gang enhancements, gang injunctions. Now you all of a sudden, time done doubled. All of these things paint you out to be a total menace to society. This is also why gang members are not only considered as gang members, but they are considered as street terrorists, because terrorists do not have rights, right? So law enforcement is creating a situation to where when you fall in the guidelines as a terrorist, we almost can do anything to you and you don't have no rights. This is one of the things you subject to when you want to be a gangbanger. It's not a fair road. Now, in my opinion, what do Black Sam get out of Popeye painting him in the light of a Rolling 60 Crit member? Especially when Black Sam is not out here putting that in the front of people's attention. whether he is or he not. In my opinion, he very much carries the identity of a successful black entrepreneur, businessman, person who's care for his loved ones. That's what I take from him. And a person who stand on what he believe in. I believe that's how he presents himself. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments. But for you to know that Blac Sam is the brother to Nipsey Hussle, business partner, a part of everything that Nipsey Hussle got going on, and they launching these attacks, these investigations, because of some gang association when it comes to Nipsey, and they kind of got a hatred for their movement, and they want to use being a part of a gang, Nipsey being from 60s and all that, and use that as a weapon against them. You know, being that as the front reason why they are saying they are no good or they don't like him for the community and things of that nature. So with law enforcement trying to paint the narrative that they campaign is this. Why you want to follow behind them, Popeye? Nipsey have passed away. Can that possibly be what you call a blessing in disguise in a certain way? You know, a lot of things you got to take the good with the bad, right? And can we say that maybe when Nipsey passed away, a lot of that law enforcement trying to just treat their movement very terribly wrong and paint them in a negative light like they just outright gang members or trying to empower a gang? Can they have kind of lightened up on that a little bit, since Nipsey, being the very much only outspoken self-proclaimed gang member, had passed away, and that could have played a big part to help their movement? But now you back here again for the second time making it known that no, y'all forgot the other brother is a rolling 62. You know, it's a lot of things that can go on. Like, I'm just really curious, because Blac Sam get nothing out of that. Blac Sam have nothing but opportunity if he wanted to be painted in the rolling 60 light. You know what I mean? I felt like we have saw a lot of rolling 60 show love for Blac Sam or to Blac Sam or however it go. Or even in the streets, it's people from out of that community that do speak respectfully about Blac Sam. So in my opinion, what more is it to like really kind of claim? I mean, remember, even Big U was saying like Blac Sam is not from 60s.
And Nip admit his wrong, but still there's some consequences to your wrong. I came to pick him up that morning so he can get his discipline. And his brother got in the way, talking about my brother not going nowhere. I would have did the same. But I mean, you not from 60s though.
Remember that? When he was explaining how he had the altercation with Nipsey Hussle and Blac Sam inserted himself like a real brother should, but he felt like Blac Sam was stepping into 6-0 business and he ain't from 6-0. I just don't understand how Popeye feel the need to paint Blac Sam in the light of a gang member. I don't get it. Y'all got to give me some pointers or some theories or some answers in the comments. Because I take it as Popeye kind of got some sense from what I have gathered from a handful of things I have saw him interacting with. So I don't really know what is, you know, I've heard him say he don't care about families no more. He's not a gangbanger. He dropped his flag. All of those things I have assumed that he was like being intelligent in the form of like, hey, I'm a grown man. I'm older. I got a family. I done this, that, and the third. It's not really wise for me to just be out here publicly painting myself as some type of active gang member or a street hoodlum or whatever the case may be. That's how I took it. And if that is the case, and you know that's something that's like kind of frowned upon in society and with law enforcement and all that stuff, and you don't want that attached to you, why would you attach that to Blac Sam? I'm just really keeping it a Benji. Like, I'm really curious about that. I feel like this internet constantly keeps putting people in the twist and get people to start getting comfortable and feel like just because people is on here discussing street matters, they become comfortable enough to where they could just almost speak on any and every type of street matter. But in my opinion, I don't think it's something that's honorable or respected to publicly attach a person to something that's viewed illegal, distasteful, menace to society, street terrorist, outlaw, all of these things, if that's not what they want to be painted themselves or themselves. But y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Y'all keep it a Benji for me in the comments. Maybe Popeye, excuse me, maybe Popeye can make a quick short or something in response. Maybe he can drop it in the comment or whatever the case may be, or make a video, or maybe don't respond at all, or don't even see this at all. Who knows? But I am genuinely passionate about wanting to see the answers to those situations, just because it don't make sense to me, you know. And possibly Popeye can respond and just be like, you know what, I didn't even trip or think about it that deeply, and that was just my error. And as humans, that's what humans do at times. Or maybe Popeye, you know, don't find nothing wrong in that, and he might find everything wrong in my stance. To be continued.